Imagine a man steps into the ring, a man everyone had already written off. He's 42 years old. He spent 10 years in obscurity. They called him a fat old man chasing easy money. To understand the scale of what happened that night, you need to know who George Foreman really was. 1. The Mexico City Olympics. A 19-year-old kid from the slums of Marshall, Texas walks into the ring and wins gold, then waves an American flag to the entire world. Defiant, unstoppable, a symbol. Then came the pros, 40 wins, virtually all by knockout. And then 1973, Joe Frazier, 2 knockdowns. For knockdowns, 6 knockdowns in 2 rounds. The referee stops the fight. George Foreman is the heavyweight champion of the world. And then came Muhammad Ali, Kinshasa, Zaire, the Rumble in the jungle. Foreman was such a massive favorite that bookmakers refused to take bets against him. Nobody gave Ali a chance. And yet Ali knocked him out in the 8th round. Foreman disappeared. 10 years. He became a preacher. He opened a youth center in Houston. He found God, or maybe God found him. The boxing world moved on. The story seemed finished. But in 1987, at 38 years old, he came back. Everyone laughed. Sports writers wrote jokes. Late-night hosts made fat jokes. And Foreman just kept winning, kept knocking people out. Nobody was laughing quite as hard by 1991. Evander Holyfield is a completely different story. Atlanta, Georgia. The 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. Holyfield fights his way to the final, and then, in a moment still debated today, referee Gligorij Novicic stops the fight and disqualifies him for a supposed late hit. The punch had already landed. The knockdown had already happened. Many believe the gold was stolen. He went home with bronze, and he never forgot it. In the pros, Holyfield began as a cruiserweight and became the undisputed champion in that division. Then he moved up, went heavyweight, and in 1990 he knocked out Buster Douglas, the same Buster Douglas who had just shocked the world by stopping Mike Tyson, and became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. The bell rings and nobody gets the knockout they came for. Not in the first round, anyway. Foreman is patient, methodical. He walks forward, cutting off the ring, shortening the distance. He doesn't rush. He conserves energy. He waits. Holyfield is faster, significantly faster. He moves well, works behind his jab, throws combinations from angles. His jabs find their target. Left hook snapped Foreman's head back. On the scorecards, Holyfield is winning. But every time Foreman catches him clean, Holyfield's legs momentarily go soft. That right hand is real. It was always real. By the middle rounds 3 through 6, Holyfield is controlling the bout on points. Cleaner punches, better movement, higher volume. The judges' scorecards reflect it, but the crowd is watching something different. Round 7. Foreman times a straight right hand perfectly. Holyfield buckles. His knees bend. The arena explodes. For 1 second, just one, the impossible feels possible. Holyfield grabs, clinches, survives. He's a champion. He knows how to survive a moment like that. The final rounds are a battle of pure will. Holyfield knows he needs a convincing finish to secure the cards. Foreman knows only a knockout can win it for him. Neither gets what they need. "12 rounds. The final bell. Both men still standing. The arena responds with a sound that tells you everything. Cheers mixed with boos. Half the crowd believed Foreman had done enough. The official scorecards: 115 to 113, 116 to 112, 115 to 113. 2 judges for Holyfield, 1 for Foreman. Officially, Holyfield wins, retains the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. But in the court of public opinion, the verdict was Messier. 3 years later, November 5, 1994, George Foreman, aged 45, stepped into the ring against the reigning WBA and IBF heavyweight champion Michael Moorer. And in the 10th round, he landed one right hand. Moorer went down and didn't get up. George Foreman became the oldest heavyweight champion in history, 20 years after his first title. Nobody was laughing anymore. This fight was never just about boxing. It was about something we all wrestle with: the moment someone tells you you're done, that your time has passed, that you should sit down, accept reality, and stop embarrassing yourself. Evander Holyfield showed us what true championship looks like under pressure. To absorb that kind of punishment from that kind of puncher, from a man with that kind of power, and still think, still move, still win, that's not just talent. That's character built over a lifetime. And Foreman showed us that the most dangerous thing in the world is a man who has nothing left to prove and shows up anyway. He didn't need the title that night. He needed to stand in that ring and tell the world something true. If this video lit something up in you, hit like. If you know someone who's been told it's too late, send it to them. Subscribe for more stories like this, because the best ones aren't always about who won.